Let me start off just by apologizing for the audio. I know it sounds rough at times and kind of annoying. It's just, this is a direct upload to YouTube through my camera, through my microphone. If I have been using iMovie and that was taking an hour to, or I had to record the video, taking an hour to upload it, and ain't nobody got time for that. So, I mean, I do have time for that. It's just way more convenient this way. If more people want to see better quality videos, I guess, let me know. But for now, it's going to stay this way. And now let me get to the real problem facing my life as a Bills fan right now. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know why I'm doing this. Face, palm, palm, face, face, palm, palm, face, palm, face, face, palm, face, palm. For those of you who might be new to the videos, face palm, whatever that, it means Justin Rogers. What more is there to be said about Justin Rogers other than face, palm, palm, face? He single-handedly almost gave me an aneurysm on Sunday. Just to put some statistics in perspective for you, Justin Rogers allowed 251 or 247 of Geno Smith's 331 passing yards on 6 completions. Justin Rogers allowed 40 yards per completion on 6 completions. The only good play I can remember was the flea flicker, not the flea flicker, the sweep pitch back to whatever the hell it was to Smith, and he was in opposition and he made a play on that. But Geno Smith was 6 of 8 for 250 yards roughly and 2 touchdowns from throwing at Justin Rogers. That doesn't tell you who your black sheep is. I mean, unreal. Oh my God, I can't. It's hurting me to talk about. Doesn't turn his head around. Terrible footwork. And of course, don't think Geno Smith is like some. It means Geno Smith was 10 of 21 for 80 yards and 2 interceptions throwing elsewhere other than Justin Rogers. Of course he can throw on Justin Rogers. Justin Rogers is a 7th round corner out of out of Richmond. Apologies to Michigan. Justin Rogers is a 7th round corner out of Richmond. Geno Smith is a arguably 1st round quarterback talent. I know we went in the 2nd, but 1st round talent up for quarterback out of West Virginia. Of course he can throw on Justin Rogers. The Jets tried to give the game away. 20 penalties, turnovers. Manuel protected the ball. We'll talk about EJ a little bit. It's just, I can't put the loss on anybody but Justin Rogers. And the sad part is if McKelvin doesn't play, he's going to start again. Actually, even if McKelvin plays, he's probably going to start. They'll just move Williams back to safety. Just, you can leave any comments you want regarding Justin Rogers. I'm going to try to move on. The Bills, it's amazing the Bills were tied in that game, 20-20, for about 11 seconds. Because it just felt like they were miles and miles away. But they were in it. On the road. Kudos to Rex Ryan, I guess. Had that defense prepared. Sure did. And they stack EJ 7 or 8 times? Crazy. Colin Brown, also terrible. Just terrible. I think if you check Pro Football Focus, his current score, if the season were to end today, would be the 3rd worst of all time since they've been tracking for a starting guard. So that's a little alarming. Running game couldn't get going. Stop it with the shotgun handoffs. I've been bringing this up for 2 weeks. Rich Gannon said it best. The Bills, they aren't really afraid to repeat plays, are they? No, they're not, clearly. And they don't work. They just don't work. My voice is screeching and stuff. That's how frustrated I was. Your best player is C.J. Spiller, and you give him the ball at the middle of the field between the tackles. You don't it's not like an outside handoff or like stretch plays. I've talked about this before. What are they doing with the shotgun handoffs? EJ finally kept it on Sunday for once, and he got a first down, if I'm not mistaken, or at least 9 yards. Oh, so frustrating. Jackson does okay on the shotgun handoffs. Okay. But look at, they were coming off turnovers, like the Kiko Alonso interception, and they go to the run. Throw the ball on first down. What's wrong with throwing the ball on first down? Like, I can predict your plays, and I'm on my couch. I'm not saying they need to fire the coach, okay? Or hack it. They need to evaluate what's working, what's not working. I don't blame them for trying these things. But the proof is in the pudding. It's not working. Come up with something else. EJ, rough day, was throwing to the sidelines worse than Fitz was last year. Certainly was. And that's another beef with my play calling. You see that they're sending a jailbreak, whatever you call it, jailbreak blitz at you. Why don't you call a screen? Is EJ allowed to change the plays at the line of scrimmage? I don't know what they allow him to do. But if you see a jailbreak blitz, slants, screens, something. EJ was throwing to the sideline, just dropping back, throwing to the sidelines, throwing it out of bounds. It was brutal. Give your guys a chance. I know you don't want to leave that ball inside. I get that, because it'll get picked off. But you got to put it out in front, not out into the side. I think he was 2 of 10, I think they said on those passes. 2 of 10 for 40 yards on those types of throws. And then one time he gets a jailbreak blitz and finds Scott Chandler for a touchdown. He beat it that time. They just need to draw more things up like that, because believe me, against the Ravens, they're going to see the same thing. The Ravens are coming hard. Defensive line has to put more pressure on. They didn't put any pressure on at all, really. Sucks that we lost Carrington for the year. Darius is limping around. Mario's limping around with a bad ankle. It was not a pretty game, and now here the Bills are 1-2. It feels terrible to feel this way in September because they're so far behind the 8 ball. They're 1-2. They're 2 games out in the division. They're 0-2 in the division. They're 2 games out of a wild card, because think of Denver's 3-0, Kansas City's 3-0, so they're the primary wild card right now. You're looking at Houston's 2-1, Cincinnati, I believe, is 2-1, and then you got New England possibly winning the division. They're 3-0. But if they don't, Miami's 3-0. So there's your two wild cards right now are 3-0, and the Bills are 1-2. Did I expect playoffs this year? No, but it doesn't. It sucks to be out this early. Not out, but it's just you're so far behind. And now you got to be careful, guys, because you got the short week next week at Cleveland. I'm looking forward to that because I'm going. And here we go. Let's see. I got the tickets in here somewhere. That's where I'm sitting. There you go. Section 345, row 34, seat 10. I just don't know if I'm going to get a quick turnaround on the Bills video for Cleveland. Hopefully that'll happen, but I can't make any promises because it's Thursday. Like I said, quick turnaround on the game, so they got to be careful. The guys in practice, so Calvin got to play. Got to go easy on Steve Johnson's got a hamstring injury. Mario's ankle. Darius is whatever. Hopefully, we don't know what's going on with Bird. Hopefully we get Gilmore back after the Cleveland game. I've said that a bunch of times, but he hasn't practiced yet, so I'm a little bit worried about that. I don't think you're going to see an injured player like Goodwin, Brooks, Gilmore come back for the Cleveland game because it's too quick. It's just too quick. But they have 10 days after that to get ready for the next game, which I believe is at Miami. So hopefully, it's Cincinnati, excuse me. So hopefully they can get ready for that. Talk about the Ravens, I guess, a little bit. Is Ray Rice going to play? Probably. I read reports today that he's been a limited participant in practice. He's been upgraded to questionable. He expects to play. He'll probably play. Which doesn't really matter because Bilal Powell ran for 149 yards against the Bills. Bernard Pierce could run for 149 yards against the Bills. Ray Rice could definitely run for 149 yards against the Bills, especially if the defensive line is not healthy. Alan Branch is going to see more reps. Corbin Bryant, possibly Jay Ross. We'll see who's active. Kiko Alonso, the man, just making plays left and right. Bills haven't had a rookie make an impact like that in a long time. Kiko Alonso's making a bigger impact than EJ Manuel. I'm comfortable saying that. Right now, Kiko Alonso making bigger impact than EJ Manuel. EJ's making a difference, don't get me wrong. And I'm optimistic on EJ, but I am very, very high on Kiko Alonso right now. Loving it. He's going to have to make a lot of plays again on Sunday. Because if there's one thing I know, is Joe Flacco can throw on Justin Rogers. They won the Super Bowl last year, and here we are thinking that they're beatable. I think they're beatable. They lost, 18 players from last year, something like that? They lost the Ray Lewis, the Bernard Pollard, the Donnell Ellerbe, Ed Reed. It's a whole new thing they got going on. They have Dumerville now and Suggs still. So Cordy Glenn and Eric Pierce, be ready, because that's what's coming at you. And I think they're up to the task. I just hope Colin Brown is as well. And I hope that the coaching staff is ready for these blitzes, because the Ravens will come after them, and the Ravens will attack the Bills' beat-up secondary. And they will still run the football successfully. That's what they do. The Ravens haven't allowed a touchdown since week 1, since Peyton Manning carved them up in week 1. Peyton Manning's pretty good. But they didn't allow one to the Browns, and they didn't allow one to the Texans last week. They scored 2 special teams touchdowns last week. You got to keep that in check. Other than that, they're not really like a superpower. They won the Super Bowl last year, yes. They have a good quarterback in Flacco, yes. They have a good running back. They have a good number 1 receiver in Torrey Smith. I think Aaron Williams can be fine on him. They're going to try him deep, though. That's why I wish Bird would play to be back there, but I don't think he's going to. They're going to soften him up with the run. They have to be at that. Like, the defensive line has to get a lot of pressure. Mario said today that the defensive line was highly stressed because the Bills are so thin at corner, and I think that's a shot at Justin Rogers, but it's the truth. But at the same time, they just have to get that pressure. I know there's stress on you to get pressure, but you didn't get any, really. You need to get there. Give the corners an opportunity. Justin Rogers, you're going to see a lot of balls thrown your way. I hope you're up to the task. Against Marlon Brown, probably have a career day. I think that the Bills can beat the Ravens. I know that sounds crazy, but at home, if Spiller plays, which I think he will, hopefully McKelvin does, they're beatable. They're certainly beatable. They won't make penalty mistakes like the Jets did, but the Bills can move the ball, I think. They need to get back on track. They will get back on track. Offensively, I didn't say they're going to win the game. I think they're going to get back on track and be more effective. All in all, I think they're going to lose by the resounding score of 23-16. Yeah, still going to be kicking field goals in the red zone. That's my prediction. Guys, I want to thank you for coming this far in the video. If you did, I will be at the game on Sunday, 221 and 222. As always, be sure to hit me up, tweet me, whatever, Facebook, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. I picked them to lose, but come Sunday, you know the drill. Go Bills.